Hey guys, this is Lance with AVD. Today we're going to look at getting started. First things first, you're going to need a Windows PC with Windows 10 or 11. You're going to need your J2534 pass-through cable and dongle, and then you're going to need your Grenadier. First things first, we're going to look through what this is to connect our hardware. So we have our dongle plugged into our laptop. It is now plugged into the car. We're going to make sure that our key is in the on position and the ignition off. That's the first click, so you don't want to start the engine yet. From there, we are going to connect. So here we have a connect button. It'll show you if your device is ready. It'll show you your battery voltage. We recommend putting it on a maintainer when you can. During like trail conditions, this might not be feasible, but if you're going to be doing like any writing functions, things like that, you'll want it to be on a maintainer just to make sure that the voltage doesn't get too low. So first things first, we'll hit connect here. It'll tell us that we need to have the ignition on and the engine off. That's what this pop-up is telling us. You can tell it not to show you again. We will leave it up and we will tell it that it is in the ignition on, engine off position. So from here, it'll read the vehicle. It'll tell us what kind of Grenadier it is. It'll tell us our VIN number, our mileage. Right now we're set to kilometers. You can change your settings in here if you would like to. So we just have it in metric right now, just because we're testing functions. But from here, we will see that it is connected. If you can't connect, make sure your cable is good, which is what this box is indicating, and that you have no other programs running a diagnostic service that could be using the dongle itself. The tip is always to connect first from here, from this main screen. If you navigate to another menu and then connect from like somewhere else, it can cause hiccups. So you want to make sure you connect from this main screen here. So first we're going to run a vehicle health scan, which is here from the home screen. Let's run our quick health scan here. It'll go through all the modules. So here we can see our faults. So red ones are active problems. Those are ones that you want to address now. Scan it again and see if those problems go away. Yellow faults, those will be stored ones. They're ones that aren't actively happening, but the vehicle has logged it. And so those are what you want to do if you're chasing a problem. If you're like thinking about something being wrong, you can search for those and see what those point to. The gray faults, those are communication ones. That's usually when two modules take a minute or two to talk to each other. It takes too long and it says, hey, this is taking a while for this to talk to each other, and it'll log a little communication error. Those are usually pretty inconsequential. This checkbox is to hide those if we want. And so it'll hide them so they're not cluttering up our screen and we can look at what we're actually looking for. And so we can see here we have a couple different faults here in the system. So we can look at our first one here. Body control module factory configuration is invalid. So what you may notice, various vehicle features may not function correctly. That's what we kind of see with the vehicle. The dashboard on your dash here, we don't really have any warnings for that. There's no lights necessary that are tied to it. And then recommendation that we would make for you to do would be to confirm the correct body control module is installed. That's kind of giving you what actions you should take first. So we would fix our root causes here. From there, we could run our quick clear. It's asking us if we want to clear all the modules. It cannot be undone. We want to say yes. It'll iterate through the modules and clear the codes out of there. So as you clear through the modules, it will chime and you'll see lights on the dash come and go. So then it's going to give us a little warning here. It's going to say turn the ignition off, which once we do, it will count down the timer for how long you should wait. It'll ask us to turn the ignition on with the engine off, so that first click. And this is going to tell us what fault codes were cleared and which ones that it could not clear. These are the ones that our troubleshooting is more than likely needed. So from there we could run our quick health scan again. This would allow us to see what changed, what hasn't changed. Our vehicle has a few faults in it, so what you can do is you could export it as a text report if you wanted to. And it'll pop up here, it'll ask you where you want to save it. We are going to save ours this time as a PDF report. The PDF report is just a little bit nicer. We'll name it test, let's say 5. This is where it's going to be saved up here to our coding backups. So as we export it, it's going to tell us where it was saved to as well. And then it should open up in your browser. From there, you can maximize it and zoom in. We can read through our modules. It'll tell us information that we need. It'll tell us the serial numbers, what faults we have, which ones are good, which ones are bad. And so you can read through them and see. If you get all the way to the bottom, it'll also have information about what the fault statuses mean. From there, you're good to go. You can move on to whatever modules you want to scan next. You could address the issues in here. That's the best way to go about that.